Hello, today we're going to do an overview of the Child Search application. It's very easy to use. It only requires that you download 3 reports to get started and 2 each subsequent time you use the application. Let's start by getting the reports from Focus. The report that you're going to need first is called the Daily Route Report, and it can be found under the Dispatch tab under Reports. If you don't have this option in your Focus application, don't worry. There are step-by-step instructions of how to get this information in the packet that was sent along with the application. You'll want to pick a date where you know all of your routes ran. Hit Filter and then now Export to CSV. Save this file in a location that you're sure to remember later. Do a Save As. Here we go. Excel will always ask you when you're saving a file in a CSV format if you want to keep that format. For this application, always pick yes. We'll close this out and it'll ask if we want to save our changes and say don't save, and our file is ready to use. The next report that we want is our Depart Return Exception report. This lets the application we're going to run know who ran what route and what bus. So let's pick the 22nd. We'll filter on that. And once the information appears on the screen, we'll scroll over, hit the Export CSV button, and save it in the same location that we put our daily route report. I always put the date on the end of the file so that I can remember for future reference if I want to rerun. Keep the format, exit the file. Last, we want to get our inspections out of Zonar. We're going to get the student check and the post trip for my location, and we're going to pick the same date, which was the 22nd. Hit Generate Report, wait till it's completed, and then export CSV. You'll see down in the lower left hand corner that the file is being downloaded. Once you see no activity, you can click on it, open it, and save it as a CSV in the same file location. I'm going to change this date to the 22nd. Keep the format, exit the file. Don't save. And now we're actually ready to run the application. Make sure that you've saved the application somewhere on your PC. Version 4 is the current version we're on right now. To get started, let's let the application understand and know how many tiers are in each route. That is going to determine how many child searches should be done for that particular route. So we'll start by hitting Calc Tiers, and our instructions tell us to navigate to the location that contains the daily route report. And as you can see, here's the CSV file. We're going to go ahead and click that. Since I already have a current version of an Excel file there, I'm going to overwrite it with the new information I've just downloaded. And I'm all done. Next, let's select a shift that we want to take a look at. This checkbox allows the post trips to count as a child search. And now we're ready to import both the Zonar file first and the focus file second. So we'll hit the Import and Clean button, which is the next button in row. And it'll ask us if we want to clear all the records out of our database. You may want to do this periodically to avoid your database from becoming too large. Right now, since we are starting on empty, we'll click No and select the location of the Zonar first. As you know, we downloaded the 22nd. Click OK. And now the program is ready for the location of the focus report. It automatically navigates to the same location, and we can pick the Return Depart Exception Report for the 22nd. Now, this lets us know that if we've got multiple dates in our child search application, that we need to pick the right date before we go on. Sure enough, there's the 24th, but we're going to go ahead and pick the 22nd. And now we can hit the button. And that's all there is to it. We're now ready to take a look at the child search reports. A new feature is that if you would like to see what I call the emergency report, these are individuals who did not do any child searches that particular morning. These are of particular interest, and we want to stop them right away before they have a sleeping child event. So let's hit yes and take a look at this report first. As you can see, all of these people didn't do any searches at all. I'd say it was time for a coaching conversation with these individuals to let them know about their responsibility to do a proper search. We'll rerun the report again and take a look at everything by selecting No. This report shows everyone. On this particular day, we had 3 pages of people. Our location has over 200 routes, so we're making some progress, as you'll see. This application also allows you to do some positive reinforcement by taking a look at the people who have done the requisite number of child searches. This is called the Child Search Hero Report. You can easily celebrate those individuals by hanging this report on the wall or going around personally thanking those drivers and monitors for doing the proper number of searches. Looks like we're up to 5 pages of heroes now. Fantastic. Last but not least, after you've run this tool for a number of days, you may want to make sure that you let every employee know that no less than 100% compliance will be accepted. These are compliance letters that show exactly the date, the number of tiers, the number of searches they performed, and the number of required searches. The percentage of compliance is calculated and displayed on this notice, which can be passed out to each individual for them to sign and turn back into the safety department. This acknowledges that they have been counseled on what their responsibilities are as it applies to child searches. Remember that you can always rerun any other day just by selecting it from the Run Report Date drop-down box and pressing the button again. Now that it's finished, we'll notice that instead of on the 22nd, our report shows the 24th data. And that's all there is to it, folks.